Hello to everyone, myself Dr. Habeebur Rahman, Assistant Professor of Business Administration, Islamic College Autonomous, Wanembadi. Guys, today I'd like to give lecture on our subject Human Resource Management, very important topic, selection, stages or techniques or steps involved in selection. Let's see what is selection. Selection is a long process of matching the qualification of applicants with job requirements. It is also the process of selecting the right person for the right job. Yes, guys, selection is a long process. Actually, in short, it refers to selecting the right candidate for the right job. Being a HR manager, you need to select right person for the right job. That is very important point. For example, if an organization requires an accountant, you need to recruit those candidates who have studied MCOM, MBA, CA, like accounting courses. You cannot hire those candidates who are qualified in doctors, engineers, and so on. Because MBBS, BE candidates without accounting concept, without accounting knowledge, they cannot maintain organizational accounting. So, in this meaning itself, we come to know that selection is the process of selecting the right person for the right job. Definition: according to Dale Yonder, selection is the process in which candidates for employment are divided into two classes: those who are to be offered employment and those who are not. Yes, guys, after recruitment, the next process is selection. Under this, candidates will come for interview. It is a process that from large candidates, we can divide the candidates into two kinds. One is selected candidates, another one is rejected candidates. Another definition: selection is the process of picking the most suitable candidates from the applicants received and rejecting the others. Yes, guys, here also the same thing repeated. It is the process of selecting suitable candidates and rejecting the others. Next, stages, techniques, steps involved in selection. For selecting a candidate, there are also so many steps an organization has to follow it. Important among those are: point number one, receiving application forms; point number two, scrutiny; point number three, preliminary interview; point number four, test; point number five, interview; point number six, checking references; point number seven, medical examination; point number eight, appointment; point number nine, probation; point number 10, confirmation of services. Let's see point number one. Receiving application forms. The first step in the selection of candidates is receive application forms from all eligible candidates. It is the first stage of selection process, which is used to collect information from candidates such as identification, personal information, family background, education, experience, etc. Yes, guys, receiving application form is the first step of selection. In application form itself, candidates may fill his personal information, family background, educational information, experience, and so on. Like how you guys take admission in college, first you need to buy application form, you need to fill it, and then next to process will go ahead. Similarly, in organization also, employees needs to fill the application form first, and then the next process will be followed. Point number two, scrutiny. Once the applications have been received from the eligible candidates, the next step is to scrutiny. To scrutinize the application means to check or verify all the information given by the candidates to ensure that they are correct. Yes, guys, scrutiny here refers to checking whatever the application forms filled by the candidates is correct or not. You have to check. This next process of selection is scrutiny. Point number three, preliminary interview. After verifying the candidate's information, then they are called for preliminary interview. The objective of preliminary interview is to see the candidates personally to ensure whether he is physically and mentally suitable for the job. During the preliminary interview, the employer may ask the candidate certain basic questions about his educational qualification, experience, area of interest, etc. Yes, guys, preliminary interview means, in short or in very locally, we can say that it is like trailer. Candidates will come and employer will ask the question, direct conversations will take place. From that, employer or manager may come to know about the candidate's basic and personal informations. Point number four, that is next step of selection, is test. Tests are an important tool used in the process of selection. A test is a sample measurement of a candidate's ability and interest for the job. Many companies use selection test to decide the selection of the candidates. These candidates who clear the test, then they are called for interview. The following are the kinds of test: aptitude test, intelligence test, proficiency test, interest test, personality test. Yes, guys, test is the best method of selection process because here we check the ability of the candidate, how quick he is for solving the problem, how quick he is for making the decisions, how quick he is in intelligence, how quick he is proficiency wise, how quick he is personality wise. Everything will be tested. Point number five, next to process, interview. Interview may be defined as a face to face conversation between two persons for the assessment of the character, conduct, and personality of candidate. An interview is a face to face oral examination of candidates by an employer. Interview is an activity for creating a better understanding between the candidates and employer. As guys, interview is the one of the best method of selection. Here, direct conversation, face to face conversation will take place between manager or employer and employees. Here, the employee's character, conduct, personality, everything will be tested. If interview is perfect, done by the candidate, then the next process will take place, checking references. The term references means to inquire about a candidate. After taking interview, the employer refers the candidate's information from the past employer or the HOD of the educational institution where the candidates studied. The opinion expressed by the referees will be very useful for select or reject candidates. Yes, guys, in resume itself, references mentioned by the candidates, the manager will call the numbers available in resume, candidate's resume, for checking the references. His past information collected by the manager with the past companies he has work done. Even a candidate is a fresher, then his information, past information, will be collected through his HOD of the department. Sir, how was your student during the 3 years? Because we want to select him. If they are satisfied, they will select you. If they are not satisfied, then they will reject you. So your behavior plays very important role in everywhere. Next point, medical examination. Health of the candidate is very important for performing the duty effectively with act any absence. If a candidate is unfit or physically weak, then he will not perform the duty effectively and he will take frequent leaves. Yes, guys, medical examination, medical test is very, very important point of selection because here we comes to know about the health of the candidate. If candidate is fit, definitely he will work more effectively. If he is not fit, definitely he will apply more leaves. So we don't want unfit candidates, we want only fit candidates. Point number eight, appointment. Once the candidate clear all the steps of selection, then he is admitted in the staff of the organization, which is called as appointment. The candidate is then given the appointment order. The appointment order consists of the date of appointment, nature of the job, and salary and other allowances, etc. On receiving the appointment order, the candidate has to report for the duty. Yes, guys, once medical examination over, candidate will be receiving appointment order, appointment letter. Once he get appointment letter, it termed as he has been selected for the job. It is a congratulation letter for the candidate. Next, probation. Probation is initial testing period of the candidates during which his performance will be noticed. The period of probation may vary from one organization to another. In certain organization, it may be 6 months, while in certain organization, it may be extended up to 2 years. Yes, guys, probation means here also we can say that it is a starting working time of a candidate. 6 months, 12 months, one that is 12 months means 1 year or 2 years, 24 months. A manager, an organization, employer will watch the performance of the candidates. Once they are satisfied, then they will give confirmation letter. Once they are not satisfied, then they will give termination letter. Probation is actual checking behavior, performance of a candidate during the period. Next, last point, once probation is over, last process of selection is confirmation of services. After successful completion of probation period, the candidates will be appointed. It is only after getting the confirmation order the candidate become eligible to contribute to provident fund and other benefits. Yes, guys. Once probation is over, candidate will get confirmation of services. Once they get confirmation on services, it means that they are permanently got the job, and they will enjoy the provident fund benefits and so on. So thank you very much, guys. Next thing we'll discuss in next class. Wish you all the best.